Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Secrets of a Church Girl. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Randy.
And I'm Allison.
And we are your co-hosts.
Yes.
We're so excited for today's episode. That's how every episode starts. We're so excited for today's episode.
We are, okay?
I really am though, because I feel like this is fun. And every week we're going to try and either have like a guest or some sort of like questions or things that are not just like us blabbering on, because we'll do that all day long.
All day. Certified yapper.
Get some gabbers. But we're gonna do some questions today. But how was your week, Al? Tell me, what did you do? What was it like for you?
It was great. I had a great week. Busy but really great.
Did you work all week?
Worked all week. I've been working for like 27 days straight. I feel like
Yep.
She's tired.
I feel like that. Did you work Saturday? No, huh?
No.
Oh,
I had
God.
remember my mom made me work on Sunday. Shani.
Yeah, and then you were there Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
And I was there Monday.
Yeah.
That's a sin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like I was definitely not. Me and Jesus were not on the same parallel, baby.
Not aligned.
Yeah, normally on Mondays are our day off. We actually both, which is crazy. I didn't ever realize that. I was always thinking like, man, I work weekends, you work during the week. We'll never have a day off together. And then I was like, well, we're kind of both off Mondays. That's
Mondays,
awesome.
yeah.
But yeah, we're normally off like completely Mondays from like everything I do. And same thing for you. Like,
Yeah, pretty
much. So yeah, we both worked this Monday, and I think you could tell in our faces on Monday morning we walked in and I was just like, hi. She's like, hey.
I was bitter.
I was a little bitter, sis.
I was like, let me get it together before someone walks in. I'm like,
Yeah, I felt like that too. But yeah, it was good. Finished the work. The Lord provided. Thank you, Jesus.
yeah.
What did I do this week? I went to Canada for the first time.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I didn't know that.
Never been there.
Yeah, that was great.
It was like, first 5 seconds of Canada. I didn't really get to see much of Canada, but I will say it did feel like a different country.
Yeah.
Like,
well, the service is just different.
I was thinking I'm going to go in and it's going to be like, this is so copy paste California,
Yeah.
or not California, United States.
Yeah.
And even like the street signs, I was like, what is 99 kilometers?
Yeah.
It was crazy. I really want to go back and like my, one of my aunts one time told me that she wanted to do like a travel through and like all of the hikes and stuff in the mountains in Canada.
Yeah.
Apparently it's like beautiful. Yeah. I would love to like explore.
Well, I was like, I feel like that like restaurant was like luxury.
It was
so like
very much
6 minutes. I mean, an hour away from where we live, 6 minutes over the border. Like, I would rather go there than somewhere in Buffalo, I feel like.
Yeah. And it was not hard to get in and out.
No.
Do you think it was?
No, not at all.
Our line definitely took the longest. We were already rushing. Okay. We were already rushing to get to the restaurant for our reservation. And then we got in the line. And it's so crazy because even coming back was like so fast.
Yeah.
But like Mexico,
They just
forget about it. Getting back in.
Oh, it's hard.
It could take you like 8 hours.
Hours, yeah.
It's like so long. Getting in, just slip right through. It's crazy. And then coming back was like so easy. So I was like really wondering. I'm like,
well, sometimes it is hard to get back into the U.S. from Canada. Like I've had issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like it really just depends who you get. Like who the border agent is or whatever. Yeah.
Going in, he was like, what do you have? Do you have weapons? Do you have drugs? Do you have this? Do you have that? And we're like, no.
Well,
and I was like, oh my gosh, we have a knife under our seat just in case somebody tries to steal me. How do I tell them? But I just stayed quiet, let Billy handle it. I was so scared.
On the way back, they always ask you like, what's your citizenship? And I'm like, what is my citizenship? New York. Buffalo, I'm scared.
Fredonian?
I said American. Is that right? USA? I don't.
What's your citizenship? I'm a citizen.
U.S. I think it is.
U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
Right? Would be the answer.
I think you're supposed to say you.
I'm
said
a green card
American.
Oh, anyway, yeah. So it's good. That place was delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I loved it was like a 4-course.
Mm-hmm.
4-course meal. And it was all you can eat, which, dude, I don't think we got anything.
No.
Everything that came out was like filled us.
Yeah.
So it was an antipasta. Is it called antipasta, antipesto, antipasta?
Antipasta. Like a charcuterie board.
Yeah, but they call it antipasta salad, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
And they gave you those honey glazed onions. So good.
Yeah, that was good.
And then they had a truffle pasta, but the spicy crab pasta.
Was it crab? I thought it was.
Or what was it? Lobster?
No, I thought it was
Clam?
scallop.
Fish is what I'll tell you was.
Yeah.
I just like the spice.
Yeah. I loved the truffle pasta.
I feel like I needed
Me and truffle we go together bad.
Oh, and then to me the tri-tip was, where was that? Or the steak, whatever it was.
Yeah, that was bomb. So they gave you so much meat, I feel like.
Take me back.
Just here's a bowl of calamari. Do whatever you want with it.
It was so good.
Yeah, we didn't even eat it all.
Yeah, so if you have a chance to go down, it's called Corso. It's so good. Next time we go, though, we have to go to Ruth Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I've never been there.
That's crazy to me.
I know.
Is there one in Buffalo? No.
No.
Napes.
There's one like where I lived in Cincinnati, like downtown.
Oh, 6 hours.
But yeah, I never been. Well, I didn't eat meat for a long time.
Wow, look at her.
So, yeah.
Veg head. Do you remember that from That's So Raven?
No.
Did you watch That's So Raven?
Yeah.
Or
well, when I was allowed.
Are we going to have a disconnect here? Allison and I are 6 years apart, I think. You're 2000?
Yeah.
I'm 94.
Yeah. Well, no, my mom was weird about those shows.
My
remember?
mom was too.
Wizards of Waverly Place. That's so like anything that was like sketch. Yeah. We had to watch it secretly. And then on the old remotes, they used to have the button that like you could hit back. So we would like put it on like something you would approve of and then hit back.
Stop. That's the secret of a church girl,
Sorry,
baby.
Shani.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I feel like my mom was really strict about that stuff too. Now it's like all the parents are strict about the pronouns that are on TV or what the characters are. Back then it was like magic and psychics. But you know what's crazy?
What?
Is I feel like now more than ever, millennials and older Gen Z is like crystals.
Oh.
And like, you know what I mean? So it just, it does like make its way out some way or another.
Yeah.
It's so funny, but not anything to be weirded out by, but it's just hilarious that like crystal shops are popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Really.
Okay. So I love that you also watched that because I thought we were going to have a little spacer here.
I feel like God already knew. He said, you guys are just going to know each other. Okay. And you're going to have the same experience.
Thank you, Lord. Okay, so I have some questions.
Okay.
I wrote them down. I was gathering them like just in the last few days, like jotting ideas down. And I meant to tell you yesterday when we were driving back, but I completely forgot. So I have a few, and I want to see what you think. Some of them are like deep. Some of them are just like funny. Okay. Some of them are a little unhinged. Okay, so this is a scenario.
Okay.
I sold the rights to Netflix to my life, and they get to create a screenplay out of one season of my life or one era of my life, one experience of my life. What experience would it be? And then I want to answer yours.
Oh, okay.
Or we can even answer like our own and then tell each other what I think the other person's would be.
Okay. So I'll do yours first.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I think yours would be church planting.
Oh God. Secrets of a church planting.
The longest season.
37
because so much of your life has happened in that. I feel like
it's true.
Yeah,
it's very true. I think. Let me think. Okay. I think yours would be. I think you could. I want to say a generic one, but I want to. I don't want to be basic. Which is, I'm thinking like, okay, you could totally do a season on like. You starting the salon like they do like the you know what I mean, like the home renovation. Yeah, it's like the whole season of that. But I feel like
I'm scared. I'm very scared.
I don't know if I should say this. I probably shouldn't. I'm
just
not
say it.
No, I think it could be who am I dating?
Oh yeah,
like
I love that.
Who have you heard that show?
No,
it's called Who. I think it's like Who the.
I come back into a room and I'm like, this person did this, and this is a red flag, and this is.
I think would be.
Yep.
Your previous relationship would be like, who the heck am I dating?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
I think that would be a great series.
Yeah.
If you sold the rights to Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah. We could have like a therapy after the show. Like if you need help, call this number because I've been through it, sister.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my God.
Okay, and then your own. What series do you think? What like? Mine's gonna be probably. I'm trying to think. Someone said mine would be a tragedy, not a comedy.
sad. I don't know. If this could be like a thing, like I think it would be like almost like a self-help on how to do things different than the way you were raised.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you dealt with this, then I would try this or something.
Let me help you with everything that I did not do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I think that it would probably be for something that's happened in my life, like what it would do, what it would be. This is going to sound so stupid.
I'm ready for it.
I think it would be when I changed high schools and I went to a high school that was super tiny and brand new. And it would be like, I've never seen New Girl. I have no idea what New Girl is about, but like pretty much like.
Yeah.
Girl. I feel like that would be.
That's not what New Girl's about.
I have no idea what it's about. But I didn't want it to be like, oh, I want it to be like that show. It's like, I feel like it'd be like that. Because I switched schools in high school my sophomore year.
Okay.
I like finished sophomore year and I was going to the high school my sister went to. She graduated. My mom didn't like the high school that I was in because it was like crazy party school, looking to high school. Yeah, you. And then I went to a different school that had just opened the year before. But there was like they only started with freshmen and sophomores. Mm-hmm. So then they didn't fill junior and senior year. They let them phase up.
Yeah.
So then I went in my junior year. And there were kids that already been like super tight from the first year, brand new school, like that whole thing.
That is like crazy because like I've never heard of a school opening around here.
Oh yeah, schools are opening all the time over there.
Yeah.
No.
I've never even heard of a new school.
Yeah. So I went there my junior year and I remember like not knowing anybody's stories. Like even like when I dated somebody there, I used to use that term so loosely because I was like 15. But when I dated somebody there, I didn't know that there was like a whole backstory. So I remember like talking, like being so oblivious.
Yeah.
Like I felt so dumb after I realized everything, but so oblivious. There was this guy who I started talking to, had no idea anything. I'm not going to give a lot of details because I feel like some of you guys are investigators. But started like talking to this guy. And I remember like half of the girls in my grade like hating me. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Come to find out, this was a guy who like dated this girl, basically played her.
Yeah.
And then didn't want anything to do with her after he had basically taken whatever he wanted from her. She still was in love with him. I didn't realize, like there was all these dynamics. So I feel like that would be great.
Yep.
And then I was like a cheerleader. Season 2.
Making the cheer team. Yeah, no, I feel like because I went to that private school and then I was homeschooled and then I went to public school.
What was that like?
But similar experience, like the kids had all grown up together. So like even now my friends will be like, remember in pre-K? And I was like, no, I wasn't with you in pre-K. But also like I remember like because the private school I went to was Christian, like the exposure I got on the first day of 3rd grade was like traumatizing. Really? Yes.
Like what?
I remember in 4th grade, like they had to give us a lesson about rumors because somebody started a rumor that a girl was pregnant in 4th grade.
And this was at Silver Creek?
Yes.
Scary.
And so like literally the first day they were like saying all these words and I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Like I have no idea what any of this is.
See,
so
that's like that
jump scare.
Yeah, that just reiterates why I want
not at 7 years old. Yep.
God. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my high school experience was bizarro.
Yeah.
Very bizarre.
Well, it's hard like too because it's like coming into like my mom did go to Silver Creek when she was like in high school, but all these kids like their parents lived here. They like so the parents went to school together. Like the mom and dads went to school together. Then they had a kid. Then their kid went to school together. So like all these different like everyone literally went to daycare together. Yeah. Like, and I was just like, hey guys.
What's up?
Yeah.
I was going to
y'all know about Jesus.
Did people know you in high school as like the girl who goes to church, like the church girl?
No.
Oh, see, that was me.
I was the cheer captain.
I was like not very, it didn't really match. Like because it's like, oh, okay, Allison, which one? The one that.
Yeah. Okay.
The one that's a cheerleader? The cheerleader. Mm-hmm. Is that what people would say after? Yeah.
But I feel like people knew, they would say like I was religious.
Okay.
Yeah. But definitely like towards the end of school, it was like, she's a cheer captain.
Yeah.
Like she's been, dating her boyfriend for 10 years. She's met, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah. Mine was, yeah. Because there was multiple Mirandas in my school.
Got it.
And I went by Miranda until like
I still forget.
I know, so bizarre, huh? So I went by Miranda like all of my professional education. And so, but until like, okay, junior year, I was like, just like very uncomfortable. That's where I feel like I tell people that's where I went to high school. Like, yeah, I went to the other one, but it's the school I went to. I graduated from. In the beginning, I was just very random. I played tennis. I did swim, and I did water polo. I think I did my junior year also. And then my senior year, I was like, I'm not doing all these sports. I'm just going to do cheerleading because I was in gymnastics when I was younger.
Got it.
And yeah, by the senior year, it was like, oh, Miranda, which one? The cheerleader. And then it was like, wait, like I still don't. The one that goes to church, the church girl.
Got it.
Even though it didn't always match. Like the church girl name didn't match the church girl behavior. But
Yeah.
That was me. Yeah, I feel like I was definitely, I apologize if you met that version of Miranda.
We don't know her.
We don't. Dude, I feel like
she's been sanctified.
Yeah, she's been healed.
Yeah.
I feel like I was definitely not very nice all the time. Just be honest.
Yeah.
And I was a cheerleading captain too. I remember people being upset about that because it was my first year in cheer, and there were girls that had been in cheer for 3 years, and they weren't, whatever. But I was just a natural born leader.
Period.
Sorry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one. Ready?
Okay.
If you could choose one trait for your future kids to take on from you, what would it be? Think about it. Think. Benefits them in life. Long term.
Yeah. I feel like there's all the basic things like love Jesus, but
that's a big one. That's not a basic one. That's a big one.
Well, I feel like that's the bare minimum. Like my kid better have that.
Well, and loving Jesus isn't a trait. I think it's a choice.
Yeah. So I think my work ethic, because I feel like,
yes,
I feel like even now it's like God will do a lot more with your willingness and like your drive to like want more versus like, I'm not always doing the best, but like I want to be better, whatever. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. I would pick that from you too for my kid to have. I think for me, it would be trait. I think it would be the way that I just really love people. Like I want her to love people the way that I love people.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. If you could choose one trait for your future kids to not take from you, what would it be? One. Just one.
Gosh. What is the definition of a trait?
Hey Siri. What is the definition of a trait? Her and her root. A distinguishing quality of characteristics, typically one belonging to a person.
Great.
So distinguishing quality or characteristic.
I have no negative traits. Gosh. I don't know. Do you know yours?
Think about things that like you took on from your mom or dad. A few things you like and probably a few things you maybe don't fancy, but you still have them.
I'm impatient.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't want her to be impatient.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I say her?
Oh.
She ain't pregnant.
No.
I don't know why.
No.
What's one thing I wouldn't want her to take on? Probably my procrastination. Like I feel like I'm a creative, but I can just wait.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
Do you feel like you noticed like a shift when that happened when you started procrastinating?
yes. COVID.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
COVID messed me up, dude.
Okay.
I was like a runner and a track star.
Yeah. Not anymore.
COVID took me off my feet. Well, I feel like I have to like fight to like do the things that I know I need to do.
Yeah.
But I definitely, I used to, I was not a procrastinator.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like that changed a lot.
Now I feel like I'm similar. Like I work really well under pressure, but like I remember in high school, like if we had an assignment over break, like I was doing it the first day so I could have the rest of my break. Now I'm like literally waiting till the last hour and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it all.
Yeah, I hate that.
Interesting.
Like we're late packers.
Oh yeah.
I'll like not sleep for 48 hours.
But I feel like I've been getting better at that actually. I've been working on that because at the end of the day, then I'm just like so angry at myself.
Zombified.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Preparation I've been working on.
Yeah, I don't want her to be a procrastinator.
Yeah. It's good.
Let's see. Okay.
Wait, I saw this.
Go ahead.
I saw this guy share this thing on his Instagram, and it was like all girl, Jesus Girl podcast, and it was like, it's so good. Oh my God. And I'm like, crap.
I saw that. I did see that. It was like every funny Christian podcast. Yeah, growth. Yes, transformation, healing.
So funny.
Yep, relationships. Nobody talks about them. And hey, you may be hearing it a lot on the internet, but walk into your local church and see if they're talking about it. Okay. Not a lot of people in the local church are. Don't be rude. Don't be mad we're equipping people. Okay. Okay, this was silly, kind of funny.
Okay.
If you could have the answer to one conspiracy theory, what would it be? I already know mine.
Okay, tell me.
I want to know who killed Tupac and Biggie.
Oh.
Like for real, for real.
Okay.
I have a few. I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I feel like I have moments of like really being into that.
Would love to know if OJ really killed his wife.
Yep.
There's those, and then there's like deeper ones. Like, are we like those flares in the sky that look like clouds? Or are they actually chemtrails? I think they're called.
Yep. Sometimes I wonder if we're in like a dome.
Oh.
Have you seen that like movie where like the piece of the ceiling it's the sky?
Are you talking about Chicken Little?
No. No, it's like I can't remember what movie it is, but like literally like a piece of the sky falls and then they realize they're like in a dome.
Oh.
Because I really believe like, well, probably gonna get killed.
Stuff.
But like, no, I believe like the government controls the weather and like all these things. I think so too. So I kind of wonder like, are we encapsulated somehow?
Yeah. Well, have you heard about the point, like the North Point in like, is it Antarctica up there? Or which one is it?
I don't know which one, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Basically, like there's a big portion that's like you can't fly over, you can't get to. It's like heavily guarded.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No, but I've heard of other areas like that. Like nobody's been there.
Spooky.
Yeah. Imagine
What's
this
going
though.
On there?
Imagine that you like say you're like flying to Europe.
Okay.
Imagine like Europe's not a thing. Like you're just flying like down the road, but you don't actually know.
That's scary.
Could you imagine that?
No.
And this is the other thing too. And I
Y'all
have a
better
lot
not have played me. I had to ride a plane for 18 hours. You just had me go in circles.
It was in circles, so you didn't know where you were. But like I think too, like with medicine and doctors and stuff, like so I believe a lot of like conspiracy about that. But people are only doing what they know. But where are they getting the knowledge from? Like doctors that want to help people, like
where did they get trained?
Yeah.
Who taught them that?
But like Big Pharma owns the
med schools.
Yeah.
I saw something too recently and it just made me so sad. Okay, so, and this is probably so, I don't know if it's insensitive, but I saw somebody post about how someone found cancer in their lymph nodes, and then one of the comments was like they were like, I'm a medical doctor, holistic doctor who studied through whatever, all this stuff like that. Like lymph nodes means you're inflamed, like you need to get away from A, B, C, like all this list of stuff. And someone's like told them like, shut up, you think you know what you're talking about, you have no idea, leave it to the real doctors. But it's like, who taught them that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I used to have like 4 really swollen lymph nodes like in my whole like neck and whatever, and I did the stuff that the doctor told me to do and it didn't fix anything. And then my aunts, who are like oil girlies, they're like all in it.
Yeah.
She told me mix cayenne pepper and castor oil and put it on your on your neck through every night. And I literally like,
you don't have them anymore.
There's one that's so much smaller, so much smaller. And I used to have a big one right here. Like literally when I picked my head up, you can see.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's completely gone away. And it's like, what if I would have left it to the medical doctors? They told me that they were going to take them out.
Yeah.
And she said it's a really high risk though. I mean, we would still do it, but it's a high risk because if the same place you'd have to cut through, you would have to go behind the muscle that opens and closes your jaw. So if we like even slightly slice it, you wouldn't be able to open your jaw anymore.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
yeah, no.
But like, hello.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, I've literally had the experience of like working with a holistic doctor, and like I can see the change too. So like and this is a thing, like I have a friend that's a nurse, and she just said something to me recently about like, well, one of my friends is doing a natural, like a birth at a birthing center.
Yep.
So she was like, well, I hope that there's a doctor there and I hope that this blah, blah. And I said, oh, you're going to be real mad when I have a baby in my living room floor. And she was like, that's so stupid. And like, you're being irresponsible, which this is like 10 years down the road, but she's like, that's so irresponsible. And I was like, okay, well, like I said to her, I was like, we don't have to agree on it, but like, you're getting your information from a textbook. Like I understand that you're doing what you think is right, but like, where's the information coming from? Mm-hmm. And like, you know, whatever people believe about natural birth is their business, but like I'm chilling, you know what I mean? Like I know she was trying to be helpful, but like you're not stupid if you want to try a holistic route. Like
how do you think we got here?
Right.
Be for real.
Be so for real.
Even with like, there's so many things that, you know, there were just years and years and years and years and hundreds of thousands of years where before all of this became normal, because this became our normal, 100 years ago?
Yeah.
Literally 100 years.
Yeah.
They've been figuring it out before then. And I know a lot of people died early and tragic this and tragic that. So I get that there's a place.
But back in the Bible, people live forever.
Say it again, baby. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
I'm trying to be 120.
I'm trying to live like Noah.
No, for real.
Yeah. No, I think it's so funny. I don't even know how we got here, but I think that there has so much of what we feel has to do with like your gut health, what stuff you're taking. Even like people that get depresso in winter over here.
I always say that there's a direct nerve that connects your gut and your brain. Mm-hmm. People don't know that.
Yeah.
Like, duh.
Yes. That your gut also communicates back. It's one of the only like organisms in your body that does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like in winter, it's like we're taking 50,000 milligrams of vitamin D every day.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
This is going to be your everyday, every single day through the summer. Yeah. There's so many things that our bodies lack. And then it makes it 10 times harder because the water you drink, if it's filtered, doesn't have any minerals, and the minerals in your body are the things that it's just like goes in circles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you want to go down a rabbit hole, there's one to go down.
Well, that's why I feel like I kind of be careful, because like I could get a little carried away, and then I'm like, I'm scared of everything, you know?
Yeah. I think I get carried away too, but then I just go, okay, I'm going to replace a few things here.
Yeah. Yeah. Make
during you pick season.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
that's
all
what you're
game.
doing. Yeah.
I'm like strawberries, blueberries, asparagus. I think asparagus is coming to an end soon here. Yeah. And strawberries is up right now.
But even the farmers markets, I feel like they do have stuff during the winter too.
Yeah. It's a lot of squashes. So like zucchini.
Yeah.
Whatever, like yellow squash, potatoes. Those are almost always year round.
Yeah.
We were getting strawberries from a farm up the street for a really long time. And they're so good.
Yeah. Well, I think too, it's like being diligent about taking the extra effort it takes to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Haley, she has one of the ladies that I do life with, she has a whole garden in her backyard that she really started to commit to.
Yeah.
And then when I talked to her I was like, hey, hey, what are you doing? She's like, I'm at the farmer's market re-upping. Let me call you back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's like part of their rhythm is like you go and get what your family needs, which is the way that it used to be, is like you don't just go to the grocery store where everything's at one place. Like you go to the places that you need to find what your family needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it was like just encouraged me again. But I feel like it's so hard. The farmers market is on Saturdays, and I work every Saturday. I would love to be there every week in summer.
Yeah. Well, if I'm off, I'll go and I can get
gander.
Both of you guys, both of us.
Okay. So I thought about this one too after I thought about the conspiracy, was if you could ask Jesus one question that he would give you like a verbal answer, sit down, and you could get this one thing. Why did this? Or what is this? What question would you ask him? It doesn't have to be personal to your life. It can be.
Yeah.
But it could also be like something on a larger scope.
I feel like this is so stupid. But I've had this idea in my head for a long time. Why did Eve eat the apple? Like, I know she had free will, and I know that she was like tempted. But if the world was supposed to be like perfect, like at that time, how did that work?
What?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would she, like, if the world was sinless, then why was she able to sin? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I get it, but then I don't get it, you know?
Yeah, I get that he wanted to also grow in us, like, discipline. I think that was always the goal of Jesus, to still be able to be like, to be able to resist the devil so he'll flee.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because there was already good and bad.
The question is for him. You know what I'm saying? So I could try and answer, but that's a great question to ask. I would ask, I guess too, if you could ask one character in the Bible a question, what would it be? Any character. Why'd you eat that fruit, girl? Was it a dragon fruit? Did it just look very like, ooh?
It was probably so beautiful.
Well, I wonder. Okay, but if you could ask a character in the Bible something, who would it be and what would you ask? Think through the characters. Ruth, Naomi.
I know.
Like Esther.
I kind of think the woman with the issue of blood. Like, I'm so intrigued by her. I love her.
That's so funny. When I thought of the question, I was like, she's gonna say the woman with the issue of blood. What would you ask her?
I think I would just want to hear from her. Like because I've heard Haley preach on it and I've heard you preach on it. Mm-hmm. So now I'm like, okay, I need to talk to the girl herself. Yeah. I think I would just like want to hear her story, hear the, Yeah,
I love that. I love that.
And also like what it really took to get her there.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you know just the hem? You know what I mean?
I think it's that Malachi.
Because like I could see someone saying like just his toe. You know what I mean? Like it's a part of him.
Like his body.
Just his pinky. Yeah. But like the cloth, like his cloth, you knew that was how did you know that?
I think it was because of that scripture in Malachi, because she would have had the Old Testament.
What was the scripture?
It says that let me see, I can pull it up.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I want to hear.
Yeah, remember? I'll tell the people.
You're like, were you not listening to my
Hello?
hour and a half sermon?
Hello.
I was. Sorry, I was distracted by your pink shoes.
I'm just kidding. Okay, it's Malachi 4:2. It says, "But for you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness shall rise with healing in its wings. You shall go out leaping like calves from the stall." And the translation of wings is kanaf.
Yeah.
And it means like the edge, the border, the corner, the hem.
But do you know what I'm saying?
I wonder if she read the Bible and was like,
the wings, it's still part of their body.
But they would have had this word. They wouldn't have had the word wings. We have the word wings. They would have read kanaf, and kanaf means edge, border, hem.
Hem. Okay, okay, got it.
She probably would have
read. But she's a smart girl.
She's a smart girl.
She's smart.
Yeah, I mean.
And also, how did you not lose your mind being away from your family for 12 years or
anything? Like, whatever.
How did you not lose your marbles? Because one time I had COVID and I was in my house for 11 days and I thought I was going to die. So.
Yes, you did.
My girl.
I know. But I think that she would have read that. But that's just, who knows?
Yeah.
But I think when you go back to Old Testament, what they would have had in the New Testament, which was
true.
Yeah. They would have been able to.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that is crazy. I think I want to talk to Moses' wife, Zipporah.
Okay.
Tell me the tea, baby.
Yeah.
What was Momo really like?
Momo. So fun. Yeah.
No, I would love to have a conversation with her. Or Moses' mom. Her name is
I feel like
Jochebed.
I've heard, yeah. Okay.
Haley's preached on her
for Mother's Day or something.
Mother's Day last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She also recently preached for Mother's Day this year on Bathsheba. Did you listen to it?
No.
You need to listen to it.
I should.
Girl.
Where they stream it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's on YouTube. But yeah, I would want to talk to Moses' mom or his wife.
Yeah.
I feel like what tells a lot about a husband is his mother and who he chooses.
But didn't he leave them?
Yes.
Yeah, like I don't know. I know like some of Moses, but I don't know a lot.
Yeah, so he basically sent her away because like almost like in the measure of protection, like her and their kids.
The kid, yeah.
And her dad, his name is Jethro.
Okay.
He was like, after Moses went and handled all the stuff he felt he needed to handle on his own.
Yeah.
His Jethro was Zipporah's dad and was like, you still have, this is your first priority. You need to take your family back. Yeah. This is not, I get to run and do this ministry thing. And then when I'm done, I'll come back to my family. No.
So interesting because I feel like I just literally this morning, Jackie Hill Perry did like something about how every time Moses was faced with anything, he got in his face and he prayed. And like she was saying, like, we process, we do this, we do that before we get down and pray. And, because he's looked at like such a great leader, but there was like that human side to him. Yeah.
I was listening to, I think Robert Morris, maybe.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't remember who it was, but it was called, the series was like Humanity or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And Moses wrote his story.
Yeah.
And he
we were talking about that because I was like, I would not add that.
Humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he left in his whole story.
Yeah.
And I think that is so important. Like when you tell your story, to tell the whole story.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because what if everybody that wrote their own story left the best, like the worst parts of them out? How hard would it be to live the life of faith?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
But he left her. He also like ran away. There was a portion of his life he literally ran away. Yeah. Disappeared for like 30 years or something like that.
Like 30 years is like 3 minutes when you lived 120.
It's like all of these moments in his life where he messed up and failed, and it was like, but God intended that we would leave our humanity in the story. Yeah. So like you and I shared moments yesterday, we're leaving our humanity in the story. Yeah. Like we're not doing it any other way.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah. It was really cool. But when I read it, because I almost added her to my the conference message. Yeah. But I felt like Jehoshaphat and the woman issue blood like tied in some way, and I feel like support didn't fit. So I'll get a chance to do it at one point. But
that was so good.
That was good. Okay.
Yeah, Jehoshaphat too.
Queenie, dude.
Maybe I want to talk to her.
She is down with the get down. Yeah. I was like, I want to start doing TikTok videos where I'm like, let me tell you the tea. Yeah. And then I tell people the story, because that is a crazy story. Yeah. And I think we do think that scripture is boring sometimes. Yeah. But it's filled with like crazy stories, dude.
Well, too, I was just thinking like Moses left his humanity in. So like, why when a pastor gets up there and says they're struggling, or why when a pastor gets up there and says like, this is the reality of what's happening, people get all freaked out.
So sad.
You know?
I don't even think that there's a hesitation for people to share their humanity more than there's a hesitation for humanity to welcome the truth of their story. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I think that there are so many people that are ready to tell their story. Yeah. But it's the reciprocating party that always goes, oh, wow. Or you're not allowed this, or how come you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
We've conditioned each other into not telling the truth. I don't think that there are very many people who don't want to tell it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that like we do have to.
Yeah, because what's the fear? Like there's a fear of telling it because judgment or, whatever. So yeah.
There's not space holding anymore.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. What is one what if that keeps you up at night? You can do like a deep one and then maybe a silly one.
I feel like I used to be like that a lot, but now I'm like, I'm going to bed.
I love that for you.
Really though.
I have a few for sure.
Go ahead. I don't know. I'll think.
Okay. Probably like a deep one. Like for real? Mm-hmm. Like, what if this doesn't work? Like, what if like everything we're doing doesn't work? I think that's a what if. Yeah. But I think your what if reveals something about you. It reveals okay, if that what if keeps me up all the time, then it's on you, Randy. You think that you're Messiah. You think that you can save people and you can. Yeah. Yeah. Or sustain your church. But it says, like, upon this rock, I will build my church, is what Jesus said. Yeah. So I have to, like, I feel like I have a combat for all the what ifs I have. Yeah. Like I have like scripture I definitely hold on to. Right. But yeah, I definitely will. Just at night, I'm like, what if this is like, what if we've done the craziest thing we've ever done and it doesn't work?
Yeah, I can see that.
There's my humanity. Yeah. Your daily dose. I have that for sure. Yeah. I think I have like, literally, what if I didn't put the clothes in the dryer? Most nights I'm like, is the clothes in the dryer? Yeah. And I have to walk down 2 flights of stairs and I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah. Nah, I'm going to sleep.
Yep. Yeah. I think, actually, I mentioned this to somebody and I was like, I literally always check to make sure the stove is off. What if the stove is not off? And you know what, recently, because I feel like it's almost like humanity, a little bit of like OCD or something. Like I always check twice to make the doors locked. I always make sure the stove's off at night. Like just like weird little things like that.
You also live alone.
I think that could be why too. Like make sure the curling iron's unplugged. Like I checked twice today when I did my hair. So... And it's not like a numbers thing, but I just like, I'm like, oh, did I check? Okay. So, but recently I've been like, okay, so what if the stove's on? Nothing's on the stove. So the fire alarm will go off and I'll get up and turn it off. I've just been like being like that. Okay, what if? Like, who cares? Go to bed. Yeah. Because, like, I literally barely use my stove.
I was going to say.
I'm like, come on. But I think where it came from is I have a knob on my stove, and, like, I've hit it with my hip because that little, like.
Sliver.
Yeah, to get into the bathroom. So, like, I'll, like, bump it, and I'm like, I've turned it on before. So I think, like, oh, what if I bumped it? Who cares? I don't care.
Oh, my gosh. So. Not the carbon monoxide.
That'll be fine.
I randomly will have them.
Yeah. I think, too, I think I've been letting go of this, but, like, what if this doesn't work out the way I hope that it will? Like, what if my life doesn't turn into the way I thought it was going to?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I used to be, like, really, before I reestablished a relationship with Jesus, like, I felt a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Like.
In what ways?
Like, if this goes bad and you end up just like your parents, that's your own fault. If this goes bad and you have no money, that's your own fault. If this goes bad and you.
Jesus.
Like, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like, I remember literally staying up till like 2, 3 in the morning, like creating business plans, doing this, like, because I was like, well, it's your own fault.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure.
Yeah, for sure.
That's real. Okay, let's see. If you could tell your 13-year-old self about a story, like any story you could sit down and tell her.
Yeah.
Like, what story would you tell her?
I'm trying to think where I was at 13.
That she would probably love to hear.
Yeah.
13-year-old Allison.
What is that, like 8th grade?
8th grade, freshman year, somewhere around there.
I think it would just be like, you're going to be all right. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was like a really transitional time for me in my life. Yeah.
Would you tell her you're like a salon owner and you like
yeah,
your
for
bag
sure.
And like
yeah, I think that would be cool.
Like, imagine telling your 13-year-old self, girl, we gonna make it.
Yeah.
And we gonna make it.
Yeah.
Like, we're not just gonna you're not gonna end up working here. That we gonna make it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Oh, how awesome would your 13-year-old self feel? She was like,
yeah, literally.
Like, if she knew what you were doing now.
Yeah.
Would you be?
Oh, that'd be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't 13-year-old Allison be so amazed? Like, you travel and like you're around the world and you're jet setting and she drives a brand new Mazda.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I think like it'll work out. And I think like, I feel like too, it's like so funny because like as you like trace back, you're like, okay, this is God, this is God, this is God. Like, the thing with the pressure, like it's not all on you, which I think is just so relieving. Yeah, I think that would save me a lot of years of like weight, you know.
Amen.
Yeah,
I think I would tell her. I would tell her where I'm at now.
Yeah,
I feel like I think this, and I probably think you think of this about like your life too. Like, I feel like I'm in a season that as hard as it is, it's like I've waited my whole life for this.
Yeah,
like. Not any of the things we have or whatever, but just like being married, having a child. Like, girl, we're driving you remember that little Jeep Wrangler you cut out and put on the front of your binder? We have one!
Yeah.
Like, you know, like just like things like that. I feel like I would be so excited as a 13-year-old to know like I live in my own house. Like, I have, like just those things that you like dreamt about when you were however old. Yeah. Like, that would be so cool.
Yeah, that is so cool.
What advice would you give her?
Oh gosh. I don't know.
What were you thinking about most when you were like 13?
I know, I'm trying to remember.
I was definitely thinking about boys already. Like going into high school?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, like I remember being very concerned with the way I looked.
Me too. Very much.
Yeah, definitely thinking about boys. Do you remember Vine was a big thing?
Yeah, I was like a senior in high school, but yeah.
Yeah, like I remember being on Vine. Like I loved like this group of boys. Clips. Like, yeah.
Who was your group? Was it the Cameron Dallas? And all
yeah.
That? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that crazy. Like, I know some girls got real crazy, but like I remember like watching all their videos. Yeah, I guess I think I would like, this is like what my mom told me my whole life, like seek Jesus, follow Jesus, like, and I feel like I would say the same thing. Like if I could really grasp the
concept of what he had to offer.
Yeah. But I think too, like something like, you know, like the way you look does not define you, or like the way you, like what is it? I guess like the truth about you, you know, like all these ideas in your head are not the truth.
Yeah. What do you think gets in the way of students that age actually grasping Jesus? Because I really don't think it's just like lack of maturity, like they just don't understand yet.
No, I don't think so either. I think an example of somebody that really loves Jesus is usually not present when somebody, like, you know, the statistics of like a dad following Jesus versus a mom.
Yeah.
So like, I think that is a big thing, but I also think pressure, but that's in a lot of things, drugs, alcohol, like peer pressure, things like that. So it's like the idea of it not being cool, or like we let things like that get to us.
Yeah, I feel like it has a lot to do with like someone committing to your life. Like if you have like a leader or like a big brother or big sister in your life that loves Jesus, that's like, dude, this is the best thing ever. And is always spending time with you, like all that. Yeah. Which again should be older siblings or older parents. And it's not parenting them through. It's just like
just living what we've been called to live. Yeah.
I feel like that's what's missing most in order to see kids do that. Okay, if I would tell my 13-year-old advice something, I would tell her go easy on the eyeliner. I'd probably say that. We need to thin your bangs out. Oh. And then
I feel like that's mean. Be nice to her.
I know. She was trying so hard. I would tell her yeah, it doesn't matter what boy likes you because you're not going to be happy with, like, finding a guy to like you is not going to make you happy. Yeah. It's not going to fix you. Yeah. I would tell her that. I'd probably tell her you can sing.
Oh yeah.
Like you sound good. Yeah. Like stop. You can do it. Yeah. Like, you're really good at it. You'll be really good at it one day maybe. But like I remember being 13 years old and like wanting to sing. Maybe. Stop. Wanting to sing and being like, oh, I just sound so terrible. Aww. And like, oh, I'm never going to be good, or I'm like never going to this.
And now she slays the house on every Sunday at 9/11. You better be there.
And I would just tell her that. I'd be like, yeah, you're actually really good at it. Yeah. Keep practicing. You're going to actually you'll know exactly what you're doing one day. Yeah. If you stick to it. That's what I'd say. Okay. You ready for an unhinged one?
Okay. I'm ready.
Who are the last 3 people you searched on Instagram?
Okay. This could be a jump scare. Oh golly. I think it's you.
I love that for us.
See. Okay, so ready? This new resort coming to Silver Creek. Looked up their Instagram, looked up you because we were on the phone, and I was like, what outfit?
Oh yeah, we were helping each other.
And then our friend Bree, because I think I was looking at one of her outfits too.
Oh yeah, we were looking.
You said, remember Bree wore this? And then I was like, okay, I gotta go look.
Okay, mine is, this is so funny. Sam, the piano player at our church, and I'll tell you why. Because he posted something. He posts the best, like
funny videos.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember seeing something and being like, wait, I want to tell somebody. Yeah. I want to send it to somebody. So I did that. And then Braids by Summer. Shout you out, Queen. Yeah. You're really killing it.
She slays, yeah.
Yeah. I looked at that hairdo, or that updo you told me.
So beautiful.
So good. And then my little sister. And then you're right underneath because I'm pretty sure I was on this phone with you.
Yeah.
And then my girly pop Fallon.
Aww.
I didn't know if we were going to out ourselves right now.
Can we talk about Sam at the women's conference?
Oh my gosh. Is he hilarious?
Hilarious.
Is he so funny?
I was crying, laughing.
He's one of our college students. He is a music major.
Yeah. And what happened?
He's 21 or something like that. And I don't know what happened, but it
was he's describe him a little bit. Like he's like, I feel like they used to call him like a name for like dad or something. Like he wears the New Balance sneakers. Like he wears like jorts. Socks. Like he's so cute. But oh yeah, you were like, everyone, Sam's single. Like thank you.
Okay, I said I told him you close them out. Like when they're done playing, I'm like, thank you, Sam. You're incredible. And then I was like, we're literally at a women's conference, and I know he wants a wife. You know, so I was like, isn't he anointed? Isn't he great? He's single, and you know what he did? Most guys would be like, die. He went like this.
It was so funny. I was crying.
Well, he got inquiries. Someone came up to me and was like, I have a daughter.
Okay, Randy's starting a new season called Love is Blind in the Church.
Called Love is Patient, Love is Kind. And it's a little blind.
What did you say? You texted Des.
Oh, I said somebody call the producers and tell them that they have a new recruiter for Love is Blind.
Yep.
Because I'm just over here matchmaking in the name of Jesus.
Period.
I really am.
Oh my God. So is he talking to this girl?
No, I don't
Sam?
know. Sam, we need an update.
Please email into Secrets
of a Church Girl and tell us your story.
Oh, that is so cute.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yes.
If you could only listen to one worship song for the rest of your life, one fast, one slow, which ones would they be? They have to the same one. This is the only one you're going to sing the rest of your life.
Okay. Let's see. Forrest Frank for the fast one.
Okay, which song? Not any artist, a song.
Okay.
One.
I think I would listen to Manasseh for the rest of my life. I'm still on it.
Stop.
That would be my slow song. And then for
Jesus. That's good.
Oh gosh, I don't know which one.
Forever and ever and ever. I was down, but now I'm up.
Yeah.
Don't copyright us, Frankie.
I don't know. He just did a whole new album. No, that was from last year, actually.
He's going on tour. Shout it out.
Really?
Yes, I looked. There's
Can we go?
Nowhere near us. The closest is Philly.
Let's go.
How far is that?
6 hours away. Get in the Mazda.
Get in the Mazzy. Does she have a name?
Cherry.
Cherry? She blue with black ribs. Oh, her interior.
Seats are red.
Okay, well, actually,
these are the names that I had. I think I would listen to No Longer Bound by Forrest Frank.
Okay.
Love
that.
The names were Blaze, Avery, because I felt like she was like a baddie, like Avery. Cherry or Poppy. No, I think we decided on Poppy, actually.
Poppy.
I don't know. I wanted a name that kind of like brought out the red vibes.
Got it.
Because that's my favorite part.
I love Avery.
Yeah.
She's a baddie.
She is an Avery.
Ave.
A little edgy.
She is.
Yeah.
That. Okay, songs that I would pick. Well, man. That's hard, huh?
Yeah.
My fast one? Because I'm thinking, if you're going to listen to the same song all the time, not just like get tired of it, but
needs to have like.
Yeah. I probably need Praise as a fast song.
Okay.
Not just because it's like, oh, I love the song. No. I need to, if I'm going to hear the same thing every day, it's going to be like, even when you don't feel it, get it off your butt.
Yeah.
God is sovereign.
Yeah.
He reigns. You better praise the Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I feel like Manasseh is good because it's like reminding yourself every day, he's caused me to forget. He's caused me to forgive.
Yeah.
But I was going to say Yeshua.
Yeshua. Yeah, I do love that one too. Or Yahweh manifest or
the little link we do.
Yeah.
Can we do mashups?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Is there a tag on that one or no?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Those would be my picks too. Well, that's the end of our questions. What did you think?
Great. I loved it.
I know, I love that.
That's so fun, actually.
I feel like it's just kind of get to know us and also good conversation. I feel like this is what most of our conversations sound like. Yeah. Even outside of like our podcasting. And I think sometimes, and one of the biggest thing I see, and I don't know if you see this often on social media or whatever, like, and in conversation is like people are genuinely looking for friends that are doing the same life as them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I just want friends. Oh, I need friends. Or like, oh, I haven't had time with friends or whatever. And then you get with them and you don't even know what to do because you're so used to doing the thing you used to do. Yeah. And like now you have faith-based friends. And it's like, what does that look like?
Yeah.
And this is like what we want these podcasts to feel like the conversations we have with each other, not just, very polished and put together because you don't need another production. People don't need another, just like, Well,
and that was the easiest part about me. You made Jesus very real to me. I saw you walking and it wasn't like, this is like, you know what I mean? Like, so that was really.
Yeah, I love that. That's so sweet.
You're so sweet.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next week. The Secrets of a Church Girl. Just kidding. Do you have anything else? No. Any plugs?
No, not really.
See you at the Forrest Frank show in Philly. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we should really go.
All right, we'll figure that out. All right, follow us on our socials if you want clips of all the podcasts. Mine is Randy Heather on all on all platforms. I think Instagram is Randy is Blessed. What's yours, Allie?
ALLKARCZ22 on Instagram.
And then on TikTok.
I should make a new handle so it's like easier to say.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But as of right now, it's AlCars22.
Yeah.
Okay. Love y'all. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.